It's the beginning of week 5, just past halfway through my 50-day challenge, a challenge I set for myself at the beginning of 2022 to reset my mindset and become that version of myself I've always wanted to be and can be.
Yeah, that works. So it is the beginning of the 5th week of my 50-day challenge, just past halfway. So I'm over at Paul's today. So we're actually gonna go and work out together today over at Crunch Gym, which is where he usually goes. Oh my gosh, black smudges under my eyes, that's cute. Glory of editing. But so we're gonna work out together, which is always really fun. I'm also gonna try for the first time, I think, the pre-workout that he usually has. I'm only doing a half scoop though. Let's see what happens.
This week, I'm starting out with a different workout routine to mix it up a bit. This one focuses more on endurance and calisthenics, or exercises that purely rely on your own body weight. I've been doing the weight training now for 4 weeks and want to change it up to see how my body feels with the new movement. Because when you do the same thing every single week, your body gets used to it and you don't end up seeing the same kinds of results. I'm not sure I will end up sticking with this routine, but I wanted to at least throw it in to see if it feels like my body needs it. For dinner, I had leftover homemade ramen from the other night. Day 30, still starting off strong with an early morning and going straight to the gym. This is the second workout of this different routine to see how it feels, changing it up a bit. But by the end of this day's workout, I just don't feel like it's doing what I want for my body, and I've decided to change back to weight training for the rest of the week. But for today, I'm sticking with this full workout. Through doing this 50-day challenge, I have learned to set better boundaries with myself with work and finding a better work-life balance. For example, I am currently editing the kitchen organization YouTube video that went up the week before this one, and I haven't quite finished it. It's 11 p.m. I've normally been cutting myself off from work at like 10 p.m., so this is already pushing it like an hour past. Before I did this 50-day challenge, I would have easily sat here and like pushed through and worked until like 2 a.m. to just like get it done and upload it and everything. But no, I am sensing in myself that I have hit a wall, and instead of pushing through it and keeping myself up super late and totally ruining my sleep schedule, I am instead going to get a good night's sleep and wake up early, because I'll still have enough time to finish it in the morning before it needs to go live, because I now wake up early and I'll be fresher, and so I'll be able to do it faster anyway. This is not normal for me. Normally I would have stayed up really late to finish it. So I am proud of myself for making the better, smarter, healthier, mentally healthier choice. Definitely learning a lot about myself through this 50-day challenge. Throughout this 50-day challenge, I've really been enjoying cooking for myself and finding new recipes that work for me and falling in love with cooking. It's really allowed me to try new things, new meals I never would have thought to make, and learn new techniques. Especially in a city where it's so easy to instantly order any kind of food you could imagine, cooking for yourself may take longer, but it's much healthier for you and for your wallet. I also find it to be so empowering being able to take all these different fresh ingredients and make something wonderful out of them. Getting to test out new recipes might not work out perfect every time. But the more you practice, the better you'll be. And I was very proud of these spicy shrimp poke stacks, and they were delicious. Day 32. You'd think I'd be used to it by now, but I completely forgot to film. Sorry. Day 33 started off early with a yoga flow and then my meditation for the day. I have a long day on set today, so I need to fit in as many daily habits in the morning as I can to make sure that I get to all of them. I even made my tea to go before packing up for the full day on set. The shoot was for an underwear company I've worked with a couple times called Nursery. We had lunch provided on set. We got Panera, which, as far as set food goes, is actually pretty great. That's a wrap. Day 34, I treated myself to some Chinese takeout. Day 37, still going pretty strong, but it's definitely time for a reset and restock. So cleaning up and then restocking the fridge with healthy food options and making a batch of lemon green tea that I keep in the fridge. This week I'm back to the weight training, which means today is the first of 3 big workouts and it's leg day. Okay, can I just say, there have been a couple times throughout this 50-day challenge where I've kind of like gotten out of the sync of it all, mostly due to like working different jobs or spending time with my boyfriend, like something that takes me out of my element of being within my apartment, my space. Still working on like maintaining that when I'm out of my space, because I will be traveling a lot this year for some jobs and I want to be able to maintain this routine while traveling. Nevertheless, I have to say, whenever I like slightly get out of it and then really lock back in, it feels so amazing. I love it. I really feel like I have found a great routine with this. This is like everything that I've always wanted myself to do. This is great. I love it. Today I'm going out with my friend, so it's kind of an off day, but I still made healthy choices for at least the first half of the day. Okay, so out with Hannah, which means absolute magical time, because I don't know if you guys have this kind of friend, but Hannah is the kind of friend where whenever we hang out, magical things happen. And so the magical thing currently happening is we went to Magnolia Bakery and got banana pudding, which I have never had. So Hannah recommended it.
It's gonna be so good.
I'm very excited.
All right.
Ooh. Ooh. It's so light and fluffy. Cheers.
Cheers.
I expected it to be so much richer than it is, and I'm pleasantly surprised that it is not.
But it's like, it's light, right? And it's subtle, and it's fluffy, and it's satisfying, and it's like a hug.
It is like a hug. It's like light.
It's like a hug from your
melted
aunt.
ice cream with bananas.
It's like a hug from your really cool aunt.
It's a hug from
like,
your
yeah.
cool aunt. You guys heard it here first. Magnolia Bakery banana pudding is like a hug from that really cool aunt. I was very busy on the 39th day and did not film anything until the evening. Day 40, I'm trying to sub more tea into my routine, and this rose black tea with actual rose petals is delicious. Again, I like using frozen berries in my oatmeal. So I just got done with a massive workout. I was just like, you can see I am like glistening right now. I did the elliptical arm workout and ran a mile. Like, it felt great, but I also like mentally felt like I needed it. With this 50-day experience, I want to be like very honest with you guys as I'm doing it. This week has been a struggle. I'm also like mentally down on myself right now. Like, I'm having a lot of like negative self-talk, like doubting talk and everything. And I want to talk about that here because with this, I keep talking about how this 50-day challenge is like the mental reset, but I'm also doing a space reset because I have this theory that your space can affect your mental state. Well, I am currently in the process of reorganizing my closet, and my space is an absolute mess because of it. So I'm finding it interesting that it's during the time when my space is an absolute mess that my mental state is getting a little messy, and I'm having a harder time sticking to the 50-day challenge. I am hopefully gonna try to finish all of this tonight, like put everything back, but I'm gonna be curious to see if that like snaps me back into a good routine, because that will just continue to add to my theory that like your space really affects your mood, your thoughts, and your actions. So let's find out. I also am thinking that since I thought I was going to get my full apartment reorganized a lot faster than I am, like I thought I was going to be done by the time I finished the 50-day challenge. That's clearly not what's going to happen. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is obviously I'm going to finish out the 50-day challenge, but then I'm going to also finish out organizing my entire apartment while still trying to stick to the 50 days. And then once my apartment is fully done, do another like 2 weeks of the very strict challenge with the fully organized apartment and see how it feels in that case. I've been feeling very negative and like kind of down today. So keeping it real with you, even when you do the best you absolutely can for yourself and take care of yourself, you're still gonna have negative self-talk days. It's just how it happens. Just don't listen to the voices. Sweating this much after just warm up. And that is the end of the 6th week, which means I only have a little bit more than 1 more week of this to complete the full 50 days. So check in. How am I feeling? What are some things that I'm realizing and thinking about over the last 2 weeks? So one thing that I've been thinking a lot about, and I think about this frequently, is that the key to happiness, the point of life, is to try to find joy and gratitude and all of those little things throughout the day. Instead of working and living for those like big moments and goals in your life, obviously, yes, work towards those, but find that joy and fulfillment in those little tiny things throughout the day, because that's what will make life worth living. And I feel like the setup that I currently have with this daily habit structure is setting me up for that, for that appreciation and finding gratitude and joy in the little things throughout the day. Because it really primes me to take note of all of the limitless things that bring me joy every day. Now, I also feel it is important at this point to address that whenever you start anything new, it is always so much easier in the beginning. There's a lot of enthusiasm, there's a lot of new energy, and you're just really ready to go. But there's that endurance factor that you have to stick with it in order to actually follow through and have lasting results. And that's the hardest part. And it's in these moments where you feel that resistance that you have to do the most in really fighting back and sticking to what it is that you've set out to do. That's the only way you're really going to change your reality. And one last thing that I've realized is that in order to set myself up for success each day, I need anchors. What I mean by that is I need to start my day well and end my day well. If I end my day well, which means like doing a nightly reset, putting everything back where it should be, writing down a to-do list for the next day, and like setting my next day up for success, then the next morning when I wake up, I am way more likely to actually follow through on everything that I need to get done and feel really fulfilled by the end of the day. And then if I also skip my like morning routine or like do it a little bit later, I'm just gonna be a bit more lazy throughout the day. So I need those anchors in order to like really lock me in, because if I get those two kind of bookends, everything else in the middle sort of just falls in place. That is it for weeks 5 and 6. I'm so excited to see how the last week goes, week 7. I hope that you guys are there with me. So next week's video is going to be organizing my living room and mostly my office space, which I'm looking at it right now, desperately needs it. Very excited for that one. Definitely going to have the biggest effect on my productivity because it is my work space. If you've been getting any value out of these 50-day challenge videos or the organizing and you want to see more of it, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and ding dong the notification bell so you know the next time I upload a video. And I will see you next week. Most importantly, remember to keep smiling. Bye.